Good morning. Hi everyone. We're live from the foot of the hill, the eternal hill of Vézelay. We're in La Cordelle, a place that has been invested by St. Francis. And we want to give you a little preview before we share with you some of the beautiful messages that came in this morning. So let me just give you a quick view of this beautiful sacred space. Actually, we are standing in the garden, but it was once the chapel. And that was the direction of the monastery in the Middle Ages. So look at this beautiful silent garden. Very old trees. Let me take you through the chapel for a moment. And while I'm here, we invite you to align with this energy here that's so connected to nature. So, and as you see these images, we invite you to take a moment to connect with your heart, with this incredible sacred place. There's so much silence here and beauty. So we invite you to be with us for a couple of moments to feel the energy of this beautiful place before we continue.
So this place has a very ancient history, which we may want to speak about a little bit later. But as we are sitting here meditating today, there was a very specific message from this channel, which was that there has been a lot of trauma stored here from millennia of deep forgetting, a lot of violence, separation, in a space that is an extremely powerful, potent portal on our planet. And since we have been living here, which has been almost maybe 12 years now, or maybe a little bit more, we have been working with different groups to clear the trauma that's been held in the land, clear the blockages, the heavy energies, all the heavy Templar stories, the heavier Templar stories, to restore this portal to its natural vibratory frequency. And the message from this portal today is that work has been done, it's been completed. And that brings us really great joy, because we have really spent many years, many people have been involved with clearing layers. And as this portal has been purified it is also now able to start to interface with us, through our vibrational system at a level where that was previously impossible. So there are many gifts to be received from this portal, because not only is the portal ready, but also we are ready.
That is such a joyful message. And it's so true. We feel it in our hearts. We feel the blessing received to be able to share this with you, that we are ready, and that there is a call. And this morning, when I did my meditation before we went here, there was a strong call from Mary Magdalene, to embrace all of us, to step into this new phase that is available for us now, which is deeply embedded in a field of pure love and potential for new creation. And this place in Vézelay is not just a place, it's a portal that has attracted so many people throughout the ages. We don't even exactly know how long the history is of this region. We know that we have beautiful caves here that go back like so long, that people lived in the caves like really, really, really long. And we know about the Druid schools that go all the way back to the time that the Atlantean consciousness was very active. And we know a lot about the Middle Ages, because specifically from this place that has been chosen by Saint Francis himself, because he knew this was a sacred portal, a portal of divine union, as we know, a portal that's dedicated to the goddesses. Many goddesses have been honored here in earlier times. We know about Diana, we know about Venus. And of course, since the relics of Mary Magdalene arrived here, there was a great honoring of her presence, her expression of what we call the divine feminine, a very soft, beautiful, alchemizing energy that is there for all of us, men and women. And everybody who touches the ground of Vézelay and walks on the eternal hill, they feel this. They feel that there is a difference happening within them. From within, there's an activation, which is the gift of Gaia, actually. Mother Earth is gifting us here with an energy portal that activates our inner energy portal of pure love. And that is how that looks like is different for everybody.
It's also important, I think, to say that these portals are activated also through our human consciousness. So when our human consciousness has when we have done the work, the inner work to raise our frequency field, then we also are the key for the portal to open. So it goes both ways. And it comes to me to share that maybe it was 3 years ago now, we were exactly in this place of La CORDELLE, where when it opened to us, that we were to create a very specific channel, an inner earth channel to Telos under Mount Shasta.
Lemurian
To Lemurian consciousness. And this portal opened to connect these two places, which is beautiful. It's always very surprising when this happens and why it happens and how it is orchestrated through higher realms of consciousness. But when we are standing here in the beauty of this sacred space and in this channel, that is just ripe for us to come into resonance with it in this new consciousness field. The field of Telos and Lemuria is extremely feelable.
Yeah. And there can only be gratitude when you align with it, because there's nothing else but deep fulfillment if we remember this space. And that is the invitation for all of us when we connect to this channel. And when you are listening to this, you're probably by no coincidence here. We always say that because resonance goes out along the entire globe to call in those who are necessary and who are waiting for this moment. And we've been waiting for years to open this channel online in this way that we are planning to do it as of
2 weeks.
2 weeks. In 2 weeks, May 27, we're going to be starting for 2 weeks. Well, we call it a program, but it's a beautiful co-creation actually with the presence of this realm. And you're invited. You're invited in. There's also many of you who we know who will come to the assembly in July physically, which is beautiful too. But not everybody is able to come, so we really want to offer this energy to all of you around the globe so that we can connect the lines and the dots, connect to this place that was so sacred for St. Francis. And I was contemplating on St. Francis this morning because he came along here a lot in the time that the pilgrimages started here to Compostela. There were a lot of things happening, you know. The kings of France and England came here to start their crusades. 2 of the crusades have started here, and they were asking for blessings in this place. And I'm not talking about what happened in these situations, because it has all to do with the consciousness that was there at the moment. But whoever it was that came here felt the sacredness somehow, and they felt that there was a higher power at work that is, in a way, asking for a connection with us human beings, us creator beings. And St. Francis is, I think, is an example for so many of us who are working in this field of bringing back the consciousness of the great mystery, because he had everything he wanted on the outside of his life. He was born in a rich family, wealthy family. He had everything you would think, and then all of a sudden there is this moment that he receives this voice that is touching his heart and soul, the calling, the deep calling for his soul mission in that particular life experience, to let go of this rope, to let go of this life that is attached to any kind of matter and fortune and money and gain, maybe, to really go back to nature, social status, and to go back to nature without clothes, without anything, and know that there is a deep faith that he was going to be taken care of by this God source that called him. And I mean, we know how many people have been inspired by this story, and we are also inspired. There's many, of course, many saints that have similar kind of stories. But while we are here in La Cordelle, and the word La Cordelle means the cord that the Franciscans wear like Francis wore. It's named after him. His spirit is feelable here, as is the spirit of his what we call his twin soul, Clara. They were really spiritual, twin flame, if you like, souls with a very specific mission. And you can feel it here. And I think the question here is also to invite you to let go of any rope or any part of your life that is ready to be released, to be able to listen deeper to the whispering of your soul and what it is that you came here to do, because it is really time with this incredible potent field that we all just do and create as we are meant to be. So we feel that his voice is calling us again, like many voices are calling us, but today his voice and Mary Magdalene's voice called us deeply. That's why we decided to be here and to honor him and all those who walked a similar path, no matter what your tradition is. Because this is a tradition that is known here, but there's, of course, many examples that hold the same calling. Yeah.
So, our calling.
Yeah, our calling.
That's why we are also here, and why we're sharing with you. Our calling this year is to amplify the field of divine grace. And this is where finally we got permission to do a program connected to this channel. which is incredible because we've been waiting for a long time, but it was not possible because we were not apparently ready. And so we are inviting all of you who are at this time feeling that you would like to support a collective amplification of the field of divine grace, which is a field of blessings, spiritual blessings we cannot imagine. In a context in our world where so many are lost and who need support and help, and we can step in as a global community to support the field, which then supports all those who need some kind of lift, some kind of a guidance, because it is done energetically. As you all know, this is the work that we do.
Yeah, and maybe something about the timing of this program, because in our Christian tradition, we are working in the week that we celebrate Ascension Day, and we end at the time of Pentecost. And that's a very sacred cycle from Ascension to Pentecost, where in the end, the Holy Spirit is truly in our embodied state, is arriving in our embodied state. And there's full connection to the great mystery through that Holy Spirit. So there's a very strong relationship and a very strong energy in the field of these 2 weeks, also celebrated in the entire world, that will amplify the work that we are doing in our own way. And again, it's open for everybody, no matter what your cultural or background is.
2 weeks of intense focus.
Yeah, 2 weeks of intense focus, but focus from a place of grace. So we cannot imagine a more beautiful moment to celebrate this. And, there's bees around us. So, yeah.
So you'll be able to find more information on the link that's included with this video. We hope that if you feel the call, that you will join us. We'd be so grateful to have as many people as possible to build this field for the benefit of, for the benefit of humanity, for the benefit of the ascension process that we are in collectively. To use this opportunity to come into this collective work. It is always a collective work. The more that gather with this focus, the greater the field we can build and the greater service we can provide to the ascension of humanity.
Yeah, if you are feeling the call, just open up for the possible treasure that is there for you. Just if you feel it, and then if you feel a yes, then please join us, because we are awaiting you. Those of you who are connecting to our channel and connecting to this beautiful intention for this week. We love you. We send you much love from this sacred space of La Cordelle in Vézelay, and we hope to see you soon.
Namaste.
Namaste.